Alrighty. What's going on, guys? It's Tuesday, March 7th, 2023. And today, Jay Powell is speaking before the Senate, testifying, if you will, before the Senate. And you can see the market is dropping pretty heavily. We'll get those charts up in just a moment. But Jay Powell just started at about 7 o'clock, about a half an hour ago. I definitely am sick, so that's fun. All right, let's get these charts up. Boo. Yeah, dink. All right, so you see, as soon as 7 o'clock hit, we got a big drop. That's right when Jay Powell started testifying. You can see that we're getting some support, some comeback here. We even got a cyan switch. This was when I was setting up the stream. You can see this starting to form. We got some support there. 9's above the 12. We're hitting resistance along the 50 EMA. We may have a bearish day, but then again, we also may get a trend reversal from what we're seeing right now. 5.8 to 6.6 on the TTM. I'm gonna yeah, I think there's gonna be enough range to be able to go with like 4 to 7 ticks today. We'll find out. But I was trying to take a long there. I kind of missed the entry. I was trying to get in on that pullback. Try again. It's moving a little fast for me. Okay. Well, we're gonna adjust this up to maybe 10 ticks. And then I'm gonna try to get in off of 33. Just running too fast for me. Trying to catch it, but watch out for resistance at 35 potential. But I think that we're going to see a red to green here. It's just I can't see him catch it. It was such a textbook move too. Try to enter on 33. See if it lets me in now. On a pullback, maybe the pullback here has room to about 30. So we're gonna see pretty wide range today. Be careful out there. Gonna readjust our entry to be at 35 now. Well, I'd love to trade for you guys. Okay, we finally got an entry. Chased it around for quite a while. That was such a big move that was so obvious that I was trying to get in on. 6.7 to 7.9 to 8.7. Moving into 8.7 to 8.9. So we got some leveling off on CCM. I think that we're still going to get a pop off of 35 though, so I still think we'll be okay. Our exit intended is at 37.50 or 37.25 actually. Our entry is 34.75 and view app is up here at 38. 8.7 to 9.1, so our TTM slowing down some. We're gonna take a look at the 3-minute chart. 3-minute has a possible crossover with 1226. Getting a ton of movement. What's the volume size like? Volume is huge. Volume is like 30,000 contracts a minute, man. Or per 3 minutes, like 10,000 contracts a minute. Massive volume today. Let's see. You can see resistance right here at 39. Maybe along 40. But it looks like we're getting a red to green on the 3-minute chart as well. We got a red to green on the 1. Still under VWAP, but just barely. 5-minute chart's looking great. This is looking awesome. I think that we're gonna have a pretty massive opportunity if we can get above VWAP today. VWAP being the line in the sand at the moment. We're up 375 off that one trade. What up, Tiggity Tiny? Tiny the Tiger. 1 second. The kid got me and my wife sick, fortunately. All right, let's jump back into the charts. Rejecting over here the volume weighted average price at the moment. There's a blue candle painted. 9.3 to 9.9 to 10.3 to 9.5. You can see a pullback to maybe the 9 EMA or possibly the 50. 50's here at 31. The 9's here at 33. Definitely seeing some rejection off there. I'd want to see this hold 30. It could go down to like just slightly below this 35 here. It's EMA 35, but I want to see the chart hold 30 to keep confirming that red to green move. Obviously, we ran into resistance there at 35, and along the VWAP here at 38. Massive volume today. We're seeing like 9,000 contracts traded per minute. Really great volume. But we're going to need to be careful. There's going to be a lot of opportunities for moves that are like this big, where we're seeing like going from 30 up to like 35. This is a 20 tick move right here. So there's definitely going to be a lot of opportunity to make a lot of money today, but a lot of opportunity to lose a lot today too. So be careful out there. Take your time. Take trades that you know and understand. Following your strategy. Make sure you have a strategy that can work in any market, bearish or bullish. Huge volume or low volume. Okay, we're getting a bounce off of 35. This tea is delicious. I'd love to get into like loose leaf teas and just like bougie teas. I love tea. I love coffee too, but I also love tea. I love them both, really. A lot of sell volume coming in. You can see on the bulls bears here. Mostly sells in the last two candles. Third candle here is kind of 50-50. It is possible we get a bounce off the EMA 35 here. I'm going to look for an entry off of 29.75 area. Okay, we're in at 29.75. This could just dump down on us. I hope it doesn't. But the 9 did just dip below the 50, so I don't love that. So I will cut this very quickly if I have to. I'm going to put this, though, at 31. Or at least I'll cut it as quickly as Thinkorswim will allow me to. giving back all of our profit on the day so far. One, two, three, 4 minute rejection. Went long looking for that bounce off the EMA 35, and we pulled back just way heavy on this, and so I don't know if I like this. I may end up cutting this. Short would have been the move. Do 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 do. Gonna need to see a cyan paint here. Trying to get out just below the 50 EMA. Oh, not getting any green candles here. Unless this guy finally does go green. I can already tell this is going to be a really challenging trade day. Hold on to your butts. This one's practically a doji here. Bulls and bears are going to be out in full force today, so at 9 dipping below the 12. Unless this bounces on this candle, I gotta bail, and I don't think it's gonna. I'm gonna try to get out here whenever it'll let me. All right, so we're out. We're down 262.50 on the day. Pretty decent sized loss on that. 9 is dipping below the 12. We've got the low here at 4,012.50. When we had this last pullback here, chart's kind of hard to manipulate today. There we go. So this last pullback, this went from 33 down to 23. So this is a $10 pullback here. And now this one is from a 38 down to 23. This is about a $15 pullback. Pretty heavy. The J. Cole song. So heavy. What up, Michael? Sitting out today? It's probably not a bad idea, man. J. Pal Bro, Trade of 8. Is Trade of 8 having issues today? Might keep the stream kind of short today. So sick. So we're gonna be looking for a red yellow now. And I think we'll be looking for 15 ticks on the day. Just because of the crazy movement on the day. This drop here was 11,000 contracts traded. Finding some support there off 20. Gonna wait for a red to yellow. TTM going from 2.2 to 4.2. My nose is running so bad. Sickness sucks. I'll probably shut it down around 8:30 today, I think. So in about 45 minutes, just to try and keep my strength up. 2.2 to 3.4 to 4.5 on the TTM. Looks like we're getting a bounce here off of 20. Watch out for rejection there, potentially at the 9 EMA. I might try to get an entry off of 2350. If it pulls back. I can actually consider taking this trade here just because it was holding support. And I wish I did. A ton of buy volume coming in. It's kind of a big downwick there. This will be our pullback. So this candle here would be the entry. The intended entry is at 2350. Could be a little low. I'm not sure. I just did what felt right to me. It did pull down to 24. Gonna try to join the bid here. 24 would have been the right entry point. We got it at 25.75. I'm looking to get out up here by the 50 EMA. So I'm taking a lot of swings today. You can see I'm taking swings because the market itself is swinging. Like, it's swinging really big, a lot of volume, a lot of momentum. So long as I can trade following that momentum trade style, I should be okay and be able to make some pretty large profits today. Up 300 now. Our peak of the day was up 375. Of course, this is all simulated trading, but nonetheless, you know, it's still good practice. And I will be trading in the evaluation next week. Jumping over, check out some comments. It's totally down. That's horrible, man. That sucks. It's like kind of a interesting day to trade too. Hard candy stops your sinuses. Interesting. I never thought about that. It does suck to be sick. I've pretty much been sick since November, which is crazy because I was like sick through November. Got better around like Christmas, a little before it. And then my dad came into town and he was sick and got everybody sick. So then I was sick again through New Year's. And then my kid got sick at school again. So my kid got sick in November, right over Thanksgiving, got everybody sick. And then we were sick for like 3 weeks. And then Christmas rolled around, we were better, and my dad came in, got everybody sick. So then by the time New Year's rolled around, it had gestated and we were all sick again. And so it was then it was like we were sick up until February, practically, like the last week of January. And then my mother-in-law got everybody sick. And then it was just like, so then we were sick in February, and then we got over it like kind of early February. And then now my kid got sick again. I was like, man, yo, people, stay away from other people. But this time feels a lot easier than the previous times. Previous times was like really bad. I don't even think I got a fever. I just got like a runny nose. 5.3 to 6.6 to 7.8. So I actually feel like I can get over this one pretty quickly. I just need to make sure that I'm keeping my strength up. Because outside of like the runny nose and like some maybe very mild discomfort, it's not so bad. A little bit of sore throat maybe. It's like the worst of it. Coming down here, tapping the bottom at, we got this double bottom here. With this double bottom trade. Sorry, you guys have to suffer through my random singing of tracks from all around the world. 6.6 to 7.7 to 9.0. Wow, that's such a big drop. We may come down here and test these lows potentially. Low down there at 40.12. But if you look at this, the VWAP, the lower band of the VWAP has actually dropped down quite a bit since this one bounced off of it. So really we got room down to like 4,005 or even 4,000. There could be some very nice shorts up in this. $9.4 to 10.4 on the TTM. It also seems like really simple to scalp today, and I may do some of that as well. I wonder if we're gonna get a little bounce here before another drop. Got 10 seconds left in this candle. I don't know which way I want to go with this one, but I do think I'm going to start taking some scalps. I feel more inclined to take a long for like a little micro scalp, but I just want to confirm it. Going from 10.2 to 10.9 on the TTM. They're gonna go short off 14. Was long the play? Long was the play. Cutting. Tempting to anyway. So it won't let me out, so it's just continuing to lose. Eventually, hopefully it'll let me out. Hopefully it won't be like $2,000 deep. Come on, dude. This is not my fault. That was a major loss of like $800 for no reasons. I was right with the long. I shouldn't have gone short. TOS, man. Get your act together. I tried to cut that like when I was still in profit. So the scalping idea was not the right idea. Let me go back to momentum trading. Got a red to yellow here. So I'm going to look for an entry off of 17.5. Maybe 18 actually, because I want to make sure that I have a more opportunity to get filled. It did run way past that. Answered me at 16.5. We went from red to yellow to red, back to red. I feel like I'm chasing it now. I think I got miffed from that whole like debacle there where it just wouldn't let me out of the trade. $10.3 to 9.8, so we are getting some stacking on the TTM. might move my sell order up to 25 or 24 actually. Do 23.50, which is below the EMA 35. So I'm basing this off the TTM reversal is the intended trade here. And it may end up playing out kind of like this, where it goes up and down and kind of levels out for a while. So it's maybe a multi-minute trade. But that's okay. Doji at the bottom there. TTM going from 9.7 to 9.0. Yeah, sharing is not caring. For the sickness, no way. All right, so it looks like this trade is starting to play. Hit resistance there along the 9 and the 12. I want the 9 and the 12 to actually start getting a little bit closer together to help confirm this trade. 9 is currently at 1760 and 12 is at 1870. So they're about $1 apart. This trade's gonna need to work for a little bit. We may break down here. I don't know. A lot of sell orders coming in. Dropping below that area there, which was around 15. I'm kind of dipping below that. TTM's going from 9.2 to 8.6 to pulling in a red candle there like 8.6. So here's a new low. Well, when we got the last low. Last low was here, right here. So we bounced off that one, but it was a green candle. Went from 8.6 to 8.7, now to 8.8. $4,009 painting as a new low. TTM flat. I'm keeping this trade open at the moment because, and I probably should cut it now. But basically, I was keeping it open because we're seeing such wide momentum on the day that we want to make sure that we're allowing room for trades like this to run. But not right now, it's running in the wrong direction. TTM is still basically flat. What happened? All the movement just stopped. $8.8 to 8.6 now. Here's the bounce starting. We may see the 35 cross below the 26 here shortly. We're coming up to the top of the hour. It's just past 8. We're past the top of the hour. Or we're at the top of the hour. We'll push back off the 12. Going from 8.7, or sorry, 8.8 to 8.5 to 8.0 on CTM. Watch out for resistance along 15. Obviously, we're in at 1650, so our hope is that we actually run up towards the 50 EMA here. The 200 SMA is working its way down. So I do think that at some point today, it could be 8:30, or it could even be in the next few minutes, that we're going to get a full-on trend reversal and a massive rip towards the upside. Of course, we may just continue to run into resistance to the 50 and the VWAP, but I think the closer the 200 SMA gets to the VWAP, and as it dips below it, then we may end up with a pretty massive trend reversal on the day. We got a possible crossover the 1226. You can see it's kind of far away though. We're back up at break even in this trade. I certainly could have got a better entry off of maybe 4010. But the intention was just that it would essentially rip off that red to green, or sorry, that red to yellow. $8.04. I'll have a new 5-minute candle very soon. I'm gonna check in on the 3-minute side and trying to cancel this trade. 3-minute, did get a couple reds here. Let's see, we went from 7.2 to 0.3 to 0.1 to 0.3 to 0.5 to 0.4. So 3 minutes been kind of sideways as far as TTM is concerned. Let's check in on the 5-minute chart, which is going to get a new candle in about 10 seconds. 5-minute went from 15 to 14.5, 14.9 to 16.4 to 16.4 to 15.9. So also kind of sideways on the 5-minute chart as well. Switching back to the 1-minute chart, we are in profit with this trade now. I think that we're going to get a nice little rip here, especially if we get... So the next thing I'm going to look for here is this 9 EMA getting above this 12 EMA. And that'll help confirm the move. If we don't get that, I'm going to have to bail and try again. Pretty big downwick on that green. Momentum looking like 6.4 to 5.9 to 5.6 to 5.2. Possible crossover. It's looking a little better. You see the 26 simple has dipped below the 35 exponential. So this typically indicates an upward move when the 26 dips below the 35. It indicates an upward move inbound, not an upward move right now, but it does indicate an upward move that is on the way, or potentially on the way, I should say. 5.6 to 4.6 on the TTM. TTM is stacking up pretty well at a 1.0 momentum. We're running into resistance along this 26 here. You can see hit resistance there and there, and we may get it one more time. If it rejects here, though, then I may have to bail. I want to see this actually get above and hit the 35. I also want to see this 9 get above the 12. The 9 above the 12 is the thing I want the most, because that's the thing that's going to confirm the upward move. Going from 4.7 to 3.8 on this red candle on the TTM. Well, the TTM's yellow, the candle itself is red. So I can say what I would do differently about this trade is I would look to take the trade off of the rejection of the 9 EMA. But I think that we entered like right here. I could be wrong. I'll check the bubbles after we're done with this trade, and then we'll assess where we could have got a better entry. Obviously, we could have got the best entry off of this dip here, but sometimes those are a little unpredictable as to actually taking place. 4.7 to 4.0 to 4.7 to 4.0 to 2.7. GTM stacking up pretty big, but still the 9's below the 12. The 9 below the 12 is the thing that is giving me the hesitancy. The other thing is that we've got a big downwick here, a relatively decent sized downwick there, but it also had an upwick, and then a downwick here as well. So this one's also producing a downwick, indicating a reasonable amount of selling pressure. You can also see a lot of sell pressure on this candle here, and then these two as well on the bulls bears there. TTM going from 3.1 to 2.4. So we went from 4.0 to 3.18 to 2.4 area on this current one. We're going to need to see the slope of the 12 and 9 begin to curve upward to help confirm this. Just going to check in with y'all, see how y'all doing. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell the candles and whatnot. I'm actually basing off of less off of chart patterns and more off of moving averages, and TTM is how I'm basing this current trade. Obviously, that one trade that we tried to cut, that we went short on, that one, like, that wasn't our fault as to why we lost so much on that one. It's just the software wouldn't let us out of the trade for a very long time. So that was unfortunate because that just makes us have to dig out of a red hole for no reason. Especially because we were green and we were green when we cut it. And by the time it actually cut, we were down $500. I mean, that's crazy. Like how long it takes for this stuff to cut sometimes. Our intended exit on this is 2350. It's a pretty big swing. It's another 20 points from here. Okay, so we got some good direction on the slope of the moving averages. You can see they're beginning to curve upward. That's what we want to see. We also got a little cyan switch here. We went from 2.2 to 0.7 to now 0.7 on the cyan side. That's what we want to see. So there's the 9 getting above the 12. Again, That's what we're looking for. The 9 is above the 12 on the current candle, and you can see it's dipping back and forth between upper and below. So we want to see this candle confirm with it upper. If it doesn't, then the next candle has to. Otherwise, we got to get out. But this 9 above the 12 is one of the most important confirmations of upward momentum that I've been able to find. Big rejection off the EMA 35 there. So we ran up from 1475 up to 1875. So $4 move on this one, followed by a big rejection of 1875 to 16. So pretty large rejection on that. TTM going from 0.05 on that red candle to 0.3 on this candle. That's like no momentum at all. So TCM's leveling off in the wrong direction. You can see how the 9 did not get above the 12. I wonder if I can create an algo to where the 9, like, to enter when the 9 gets above the 12 on last confirmed close candle. .3 to 0.7. I'd really like to get into that to like start getting into designing algo trades, because our trade system's pretty systematic, but I honestly think it would be pretty easier if we could designate it out to a bot and just see what the results are. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Nine is now sloping downward on this, so I may actually cut this trade. I put a lot of emphasis on that 9 getting above the 12 because it really does make a pretty big difference in the confirmation of the move. Obviously, not everything is predicated on it, but if you're getting an upward move and you're trading long, that 9 getting above 12 is pretty predicated on like whether or not you're going to continue to see upward move or not. And you know, just didn't do it here. So failed that break. This was the breakout that I think that we were looking for, and we didn't get it. So we'll likely have one more attempt here, but with the 9 and 12 sloping downward, it makes me less inclined to trust this further. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this. All right, decent sized loss on that. We're down 1387.50, and it's kind of bouncing a little bit. That would be very unfortunate. Just cut it and just watch it rip. Tried to go short there. Missed the entry. A lot of missed entries today. Bottom's at 4,009. But the 9 and 12 and everything like that are kind of indicating more downward pressure. What if we can go short off of 1250? I don't think we'll get up that high. All right, we're in short at 10 and a quarter. I'm just going to get out at 9.5. I think that this short could be a little late. But our slope is continuing downward. Having a hard time today. Just going in the wrong directions or something. We cut that one. Rejected off the 9 EMA. Just looking for another test of it. Considering that we did kind of bounce here. Kind of getting a double bottom there. It's pretty close. How you guys doing so far? Chart fatigue? Yeah, it's kind of it's pretty challenging. We got a little micro scalp there. I think that we can get a bigger one. It's kind of challenging to stay focused when it is moving like this. Honestly, for me. Turn long off 13. We're gonna get out of 15.5. Another possible crossover. Last time we ran up to the 35 and rejected. No. 0.5 to 1.9. Currently on Doji. If we get a little pullback here, I don't mind, but I do want it to, if it does pull back, I don't want it to dip below this, the open of this candle, which is right where it's at. Ten seconds left in this candle. 5 seconds. TTM from 1.5 to 2.2 to 2.7. So TTM is pushing downward as well. Tough day, man. At least for me. Pulling back to the low there at 4,009. Bouncing off the low again. That'd be a triple bottom. with the triple bottom charts. By the way, guys, if y'all chilling, y'all hanging out, make sure you like and subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. It really does help the channel grow. Also, guys, in addition to that, if you're trying to earn funding in the futures market, make sure you check out Elite Trader Funding. Elite Trader Funding is awesome. There's a link in the description, guys. And in my own personal opinion, these guys are the best in the biz. They have access to a Discord community that allows you to get support right there really fast through Discord. They also have a really wide variety of plans, from the 1 steps to the end of the day drawdowns, like the traditional prop firms, the fast tracks, static drawdowns, and even diamond hands that allows you to hold positions overnights and weekends. You can earn funding as low as $10K and as high as $300,000. Most people go with the 1-step evaluation, but definitely go with one that fits your trading style. New person, I'm looking to earn on the 50K as well as the 100K static evaluation. So make sure y'all check them out. There's a link in the description and a promo code JSBEST so that you can lock in a lifetime discount with that. And then there's a see more details link here so that next to every plan, so you can see how each evaluation works. And that should help you get a pretty firm understanding of how to actually earn funding in the futures market and use somebody else's money to trade and earn profits with. And I'm still dipping down some. Still not awake yet, huh? Well, you know, coffee doesn't actually wake you up. It just shuts off your sleep receptors. Which is, it was honestly kind of annoying to learn. Like, when I learned that, I learned it a couple years ago. And, it was kind of annoying to learn. I remember just being like, what? All this time, I thought I was getting woke up. Really, I was just denying the fact that I was sleepy. Red yellow move there on the TTM. That's a good sign. That's what we want to see. So you can see this was our big red here. Red yellow. This one hopefully like ends up being a lot smaller because that typically indicates the momentum shift. The momentum shift. Excuse me. You can see this one was really large, and then we had this little move here, and then this one was smaller than that one, and now this one's going to be even smaller. This is actually something that I started noticing recently, that you can actually determine the direction or like a trend reversal by viewing the TTM size of each individual TTM push. So like size 1, size 2, size 3 is getting much smaller, and it helps in determining when you have a potential for a trend reversal in inbound. It's just a notice thing. I don't have testing for it. So, you know, don't come after me, as they say these days. But how weird is it that we even need to say that? Like, that's such a weird thing in society right now. It's like this like endless sort of like push for blame and fight. And it's just such an odd thing. It's all love, baby. It's all love. Just know everyone's trying to do their best. It's all love. So TTM did paint a yellow, but pretty small move on that. 2.9 to 2.8. Now we're getting a new low. Boom, 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 boom. Early in the song, it sounds like she says "no fries" to me. It sounds like she says like "no feet, no fries." Like, I'm like, wonder if she made a song like while ordering her food. Come back up here to break even over there at 13. Move from 3.2 to 2.7 on the TTM. Looking better now. Said that already though. I don't know. I just have this feeling, this vibe that we're gonna get this like massive upswing soon. TTM or VWAP's down at 31. Earlier was at 38. Possible cross of 1226. Moving from 2.8 to 2.4. Call it 2.5 in the TTM. 9 still below 12. Gotta see it get above and stay above. $2.8 to 2.5. This little hammer. The new low there was at 4,008.25. 9 still's got to get above that 12. $2.8 to 2.7 to 3.2. Big rip down again. Tapping the low. New low. Yeah, so it's kind of this has been a pattern today where it's basically rejecting every long setup. So I'm gonna cut it there, and as soon as it lets me out. So down 22.50 on the day. We're approaching 8:30. I'm gonna see what happens here at 8:30, and then I think that might be that. Find out. Hard day, but we have been up each day for the last couple of days. So 38.50 plus our 15.25 plus our 7.12.50 minus our 22.50. So net over the last couple of days, we're still up $3,800 in the sim. New low there at 4,006. Now I don't think I would touch a trade until the 9 gets above 12. It's here at 8:30. Just because the 912 was rejected so many times. So I think that we need moving average crossovers in order to actually go long on anything. Even scalping seems like too much, in my opinion, because I've done attempted to take a couple of scalps, only to have them go against me super heavily. So that's the current situation. 3.8 to 3.6 on the GTM. Here we are at 8:30, and not getting a major volume push or a major move push either. 3.4 to 3.3. Bears out in full force today. Gonna get mauled by a Wall Street bear. The wild Wall Street bear. spends his time pushing charts down, looking for an opportunity to cash in on retail traders. Part of his natural diet, the Wall Street Bear seeks to trap retail traders in their place of habitat. I'd love to see David Attenborough just narrate a trader, like a life in the trader, but like put them into these different categories and sections, like, you know, the retail trader, the stock trader, the meme trader, the Wall Street trader, the hedge fund guy. I think it'd just be hilarious to see. Yeah, same. I've actually, so for each short I did, it went the other way on me. It was really like kind of funny because it's like just keeps dropping, but then like I'm like, I'll go short here. Then it's like, bleep. I'm like, what? Yeah, it's kind of in the day. That's why I'm slowing down, and that's also why I said I'm not taking a trade until I see that moving average crossover. The nose runniness is real. It's so much. 4010 TTM going from 3.0 to 2.7 to 2.2. GTM is kind of a loose indicator today. I've noticed that with trading with futures is that like sometimes, like some days, it's just like the TTM is just so as an indicator. It is a really nice indicator for days where patterns are consistent. It works very well on days like that. Today, moving averages are our friend. So that's what I just need to play, is moving average crossovers today. Our low is there at 650. But remember that like not very long ago, we were hitting like 3,900. So we're still looking pretty decent as far as like market activity goes, and as far as sustainability on this above 4,000. Or at least above like 3,800. You can see this rejected here at 4,011 several times. Shows you on that bottom. 2.6 to 2.8. Just kind of sitting out, waiting for a crossover to happen. Which could be a while because they keep rejecting. So hammer candle here off kind of by that doji. The doji was at 4,008. TTM going basically sideways, 2.6 to 2.5. By the way, guys, if you guys are chilling, hanging out, and you like this content, be sure you guys hit like and hit subscribe. Join our community. We have an awesome Discord community, by the way. We're seeing more and more people get more active in there, which I'd love to see. I try to be in there as much as I can, but I also have a lot of life to run right now. And over the next few months, I'm sure I'll be in there more frequently, but it's just a matter of getting everything done that needs to get done, as well as keeping my strength up. This looks better, but I've said that a couple of times today. We even had a cyan switch reject, which is not very common. Like I said, I'm waiting for the 9 to get above the 12. This does look pretty nice though, because we broke above this 11 that was acting as resistance, but it's just barely above it. Okay, so this is the moment of truth, really. There's the 9 getting above the 12 on the current candle. Gotta wait for the candle to close, which is in about 40 seconds. So I'm not gonna take a trade, even if it rips. Well, if it rips, I might take a trade. But I'm waiting for this candle to close, because you can see we've had the same rejection here several times. And I think that we need the candle to close with the 9 above 12. And maybe it was a 1 minute pullback, or maybe it's just, rejecting again and gonna pull down further, like it's done like 3 or 4 times. So you can see the 9 did not close above the 12. And we're getting a pretty reasonable size rejection there. Moving from 1.8 to 1.2 on the TTM to now 0.8. I do think this does look decent for a bare minimum a scalp move, but you can see the level of rejection that can be here. And so, like I said, I gotta wait for that 9 to get above that 12. If it does, I feel confident for going for like a 12-tick trade. Time left on this candle is 5 seconds. New candle now. That one did close red, but the 9 did close above the 12 on that one. So I'm gonna join the bid. See if I can get an entry. Nope. Just gonna buy the market. Just see whatever I can get in at. All right, we got in at a pretty decent price actually at 11.5. And we're getting pullback on it at the moment. But because that 9 closed above 12, I feel more confident that this is gonna actually go forward this time. Plus, we're past 8:30, which is typically like a volume line in the sand, and often a really good time for a trend reversal. And the next thing I want to see is this 12 EMA cross above this 26 SMA, followed by a cyan. There's a cyan as well. It's small, so I'm not going to count it yet. I want to see this 12, though, cross above this 26. That's the main thing. Still no crossover. Getting a lot of resistance there along 35. You can see rejected once, twice. This is the 3rd time. This one basically rejected it. Two seconds left in this candle. It looks like it's going to reject. It did. Wow. Even rejected that. It's crazy. Cut it. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down there. Obviously, we are not doing well today. down 2,800 bucks. It's okay because we are up more on the last couple of days, but nonetheless, I do think this trend reversal will happen. I'm gonna put that more closer to like 930, uh, because this can only go on for so long. You can see that the 200 simple moving average is working its way to be below the VWAP, and when that gets there, provided that this 50 EMA starts to move itself towards the upper direction, then this crossover here may act as a pretty good rip on the day. I was skeptical on the day because of Jay Powell and the Senate testification, and I put that in our Discord community that I would be skeptical on the day, and here you have it. So having said all that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down, but I would really appreciate it if you guys would take a moment to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. And if you're looking to earn funding in the futures market, consider Elite Trader funding, or even Apex. There's also a link down there for Apex as well. So you guys can check that out and see whichever one works best for you. Apex looks really great on paper, but they only allow you to use an Ninja Trader. So make sure that you are aware of that as well going forward. So uh, I'm going to jump into our Discord community and post my reflection on the day as well as my results. And I look forward to seeing you guys there. Go ahead and shut it down now. Thanks so much for being here. Much love and appreciation. We'll see you tomorrow at 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern time. Peace.